The libertarians inform me that Obamacare is wrong, and the correct fix for our abysmal system of public health care is a total separation of medicine and government. I think they may be right on that if by total separation they mean to end the laws which make it illegal for anyone to provide any form of ameliorative care to anyone else without the certifications and licensing of the AMA. Open up medicine to true free market competition and the cost would plummet. End government enforcement of the AMA monopoly on the right to sell medical products and services, and more important, the right to define what is and what is not medicine, such that they should have a market monopoly on it, and you'd see the price of common health care go down like a pom-pom boy in the shower. You'd still pay a ton for a heart transplant or a robot heart, but you could get a couple of stitches or a tooth pulled for the cost of an oil change in your car. I'm all for private business, large and small. Now, I know it's not what they teach you to get that MBA, which I don't have, but it seems to me there has to be a point at which something is more important to anyone selling a product or a service than the money they can make by doing it. I could be wrong about that. Don't whine to me about how we have to have government in there with the law enforcement pistoleros to protect us from medical quacks. A real free market would quickly weed out the medical quacks. Like being able to tell whether a line of cars is fine engineering or painted up lemons, we are likely able to tell good healers from the quacks without having a lot of education. The healers will clean you up, sew you up, get your body running correctly, and teach you how to take care of it. The quacks will sell you a lifetime prescription for symptom-treating pharmaceuticals which are poisonous and addictive as junk. Quack, quack, quack. Yes, you, the pill roller, and the corporate ghouls for whom you work. So what about the good doctors? I mean, there certainly are plenty of them. But when it costs $500,000 or more just to get that MD, and half of that every year just to buy insurance to protect yourself from predatory lawsuit, and you must charge your patient thousands of dollars for superfluous tests to protect yourself from potential plaintiffs' lawyers, it is clear the system does not favor the individual who would like to be a genuine health care provider to the commonly paid citizen. The political solution to the health care problem? Forget about it. You could elect the ghost of Abraham Lincoln or Roosevelt, either of them. Hell, you could bring back Ronald Reagan. And as long as the discussion is not about providing health care to people, but only about using the IRS or the courts and the police to provide mandatory health insurance premiums, then we're not going to succeed. We will continue to drop dead, addicted to phony opiates and tranquilizers, or go bankrupt for 1 week's stay down at the Healin' Hilton. As long as so-called free market conservatives think if the CEOs and stockholders are making money, our health care system is in good health, we people are not going to have real health care, whether employed or not. Now, don't forget that for the medical industry, providing health care is not the profit part. It's the expense. And they'll do what they can to minimize that. Did you ever scratch your car? You will find that your insurance company has a staff of adjusters whose job it is to justify paying you less while raising your premiums. What makes you think medical insurance is any different? as with the salaried people who work for the corporations, paying them is not the company's objective. It's just another expense which they want to minimize. The objective is conservatively clear. Enable the few who hold the papers of ownership of the corporations to make money, and the more the better, ad absurdum. It is basic trickle-down theory, whether under feudal lords, gangsters, CEOs, popes, or kings, that as long as the rich are getting richer, the rest of us will grow fat on the crumbs that fall from their table. Shepherds do not build folds because they love the sheep, but because they know the price of mutton and wool. Don't look now, little Bo Peep, but what's being served on that table is lamb chops. Bah, bah. The Cyclopes are sons of the Titans, who are weapons makers to the gods. Having singleness of vision, they lack perspective. They command large parts of the American government and society, and they wear the cassock of its major religions. Workers at the forge and keepers of sheep, they dine on human flesh.